Hello, I'm Emma. Welcome to my sewing channel. So do it, Emma. I hope you're all well. It's another Monday. Well, it's a Sunday when I'm recording, hence it's a Monday when this goes live. So, yeah, another Me Made May 22 week 2. How are the weeks going so fast? It's a bit crazy, scary, and it must be a good thing that they're not dragging. So, yeah, let's get into this. Before I do, hope you got a wee drink of something. My usual cold drink, sparkling water, bit of diluting juice. Looks like the sun's coming through the clouds, so that's a good thing. I will try and get that straw out your view. So yeah, if you haven't already, pause the video, go and get yourself a wee refreshment of your choice. I'm wearing the Adrian blouse, my newest one, which I sewed up on my sewing day with some Sew Scottish pals on Saturday, just past. It's a cotton jersey and I bought it from Edinburgh Fabrics. It's lovely, really nice and soft, and I remembered to not have my cuffs so blooming tight, which is odd. It's a really nice sew if you're beginning to start to get into knits and you want probably a first project. This is a really good one. There's the front and the back, which are the same pattern pieces. Then you've got the sleeves, and then you've just got a neckband, front and back, and it's a really simple sew. You've got elasticated in the cuffs, and you've got elastic in the shoulders. So I tend to take maybe a couple of centimeters off the shoulders and maybe a centimeter off the cuffs, but I've tried not to make it so tight because I find if I do, then I'm like, why did I do that? But yeah, I really like it. The Adrian blouse goes from extra small to 4X, which I believe is about 54 hips, I think, if I'm right. I'll have a picture there anyway of the measurements. But yeah, one of my TNTs, love it. And it goes very nicely with my Saltwater set from Friday's Packing Company. I paired it up with the treasures for today's post, which you'll probably see next week because it's Sunday to Saturday. But anyway, here's the Adrian blouse. I love it. It's so super comfy. Such a nice, easy make. So let's go back to Sunday of last week or this week. Anyway, Sunday is the first day of week 2. So I wore the Honeycomb by Cocowawa, and I made this, it must have been 2019, and I think I really first wore it when I went to Barcelona, and I got pics there, and then I got really nice pictures when I was in Sardinia. We were on the Boaty Weekender, where Belle and Sebastian were born off the main act, and there was Honey Blood, Japanese breakfast, Diango, something like that, and loads of other cool acts. So yeah, so I wore the Cocowawa Honeycomb dress. It's a lovely dress. I really need to make another one, and maybe possibly the top. Yes. So yeah, she has 2 side bands now, so, which I'll try and pop in the picture as well. And yeah, we went up to Perthshire. You probably saw footage of this on Friday just past, on Friday shows at the end of the video. Lots of bluebells. Bluebell woods in Kinclavin Woods up in Perthshire, and it's absolutely beautiful. The bluebells weren't at the peak yet, but I think probably this weekend, as I'm speaking, they will be all in bloom, and it will be a sea of blue. But anyway, it was kind of cool, and hopefully next year I'll be able to go up and get blue photos. But yeah, so that was the honeycomb, and the honeycomb that I've made this time, it's made in a cotton lawn, and I believe this is an ex-Liberty print. It's a wisteria print, very vintagey. I really like it. It's one of my favourite summer dresses, and I've teamed it up with a Blackwood cardigan. So, moving on to Monday, I chose the Blackwood cardigan again. This cardigan never fails me. I've got 2 green ones, and they go with so many outfits, so that can't be a bad thing. But I do want to try different colours of Blackwoods just to sort of diversify my wardrobe and make it more versatile, especially my handmade wardrobe. So Blackwood cardigan, and this was the marl knit in the forest green. I think I got this ribbed jersey from First for Fabrics a wee while ago, pre-pandemic. So there we go. And then I've teamed it up with my Seamwork colours. Now I think I made this in 2019, and it came with me to Canada for a wee bit. So it's a good old make, and it was a TNT, the Seamwork colours. So I've not made one for a while, just that there's quite a few tops out there now that are quite fancy. And then on the bottom half, I've got the new Craft House Everyday Trousers. This is in a linen. Oh, and the Seamwork colours is, I think this is in a cotton jersey. I can't remember. I think I might have got this cotton jersey from Lamaze Fabrics. I'm not quite sure. It's been so long. Could have been Lamaze Fabrics or Material Girl or Laura when she had an online fabric shop. No longer though. So yeah, so the new Craft Everyday Trousers are in a linen that I got from a D-Stash. Really good price. The only issue with the Everyday Trousers, I'm gonna have to sort out the crotch because I think it just scoops way too long, and I can feel my inner legs, inner thighs rub, and that's not a nice thing. So there we go. Getting on to Tuesday, wearing the True Bias Zoey tank, which I tested quite a few of these makes, so yeah. The Everyday Trousers were tested as well. So True Bias Zoey tank, which can come in a cropped tank, and it can come in a dress as well. So you've got quite a few views in that pattern, so quite optional. And I paired that with the Opal trousers by Neilsen. These were my second pair of Opals after testing the pattern, and they're really comfortable. Elasticated waist, what more could you ask for? Like the Everyday Trousers, really comfy. Wednesday now, and what I wore made was the Friday Pattern Company Saltwater slip dress. My notes deceive me. The Friday pattern, Saltwater slip dress. I made this one out of a viscose. It's kind of like a Japanesey blossom print. It's quite cool. And I matched it up with one of my favourite Adrian blouses in a bamboo jersey. I love pairing this one, and I've got another Adrian blouse and it's in white, so it kind of, yeah, it's a really good, I've got a couple of outfit options for that one, so quite chuffed with that. I'm thinking maybe I could try maybe see if my red Gilbert top from Helen's Closet would go with that saltwater slip. I might have a wee play with that one. You might see that on the grid. So Wednesday was the release of the Isla dress by Jennifer Lauren Handmade, and that made it to the grid as well. I think that made it to the grid first before I put the saltwater slip. I put that on later on in the day for my Me Made Me post. But the Isla wrap dress is a lovely pattern. It's in the original size range and it's in the curved size range as well. And it's a modern in it, but it's got a vintage twist. It's got the wrap at the back instead of the front. So if you're a bit not quite sure about the wrap really functioning for you, try it because I was like on the fence as well, and then I tested it and I was like, actually I really quite like it now. So it took me a couple of wears just to see how I felt in it, and I was like, I quite like it. So I probably will end up making another one, just not at the moment because you know me and plans, bonkers. So we're hitting on Thursday, and I wore the Blackwood cardigan, and underneath that was the Gilbert top, and on top of the Gilbert top was the Yantas. So that was a Helen's Closet trio, which was like, ooh, it was kind of a mix of melody of colours, and I was like, is this a wee bit too much? I don't think Bonnet could handle this. So later on, I think it was getting a wee bit too warm, so I changed into my blue Adrian blouse with the Yantas kind of over them, and yeah, a bit more safer to kind of go out. But yeah, it's quite, I think the first look was quite artsy. Quite hippie, maybe? I don't know. I think I was kind of looking at it, was like, maybe a wee bit too much, but hey ho. So the Yanta and the Adrian blouse were just like as a backup. I felt a wee bit more safer. It's all about comfort and confidence and feeling good, so, and they were all me made, so it's a win-win. Friday, I think I took a day off. I was feeling a wee bit so I was like in ready to wear trackies and a tee. Yeah, I was feeling a wee bit tired. I don't know why, but anywho, my grids were taken care of because first off, the lasha, the dressing gown, I did a blog post for Backstitch shop, which is in Cambridgeshire. I am a Backstitch ambassador. It was lovely. It's really lovely to be on such a lovely team, and I had a job, I had a task in choosing what I wanted to do. So I finally, because I've been looking at dressing gowns on and off, I was like, why don't you just do it? So I looked at the Laja dressing down from Name Patterns, and I just get in at the top measurement with the hips. So what I did was I kind of gradually just brought it out for the hips, just give me a wee bit more coverage. I don't think I extended the belt itself, but I did add a wee hook, a tab hook on the inside of the back so I can hang it. It's made out of a lovely double gauze, and the blog post, if you want to read a bit more about how I find sewing up with double gauze and what else I did to the Laja, you can go and read it up on the Backstitch blog. I'll pop a link in below. And later on that day, I got a notification saying the Kelli skirt is going to be released from Megan Neilsen Patterns. So I was like, oh my goodness. So I posted that later on in the day as well. So the Kelli skirt comes in 3 variations. I think you've got short, midi and longer length. I think it's short under the knee, but below the knee, and midi length, that's the one. And they come with a flat waistband or an elasticated back, and I chose a view, I think it was view B, I think, or D. Definitely elasticated waist, and it's super comfy. I made this out of a washed cotton, and I put wee floral buttons on that I've had for years and kept forgetting about them. So they're wooden, and I got them from like a craft fair, and they're so dinky and they go with the skirt so nicely. And I paired it with one of my Pantina blouses, which was made in the viscose chalet from the rag shop. Yeah, so that was quite good. I was like, oh wow. So I think I've got a kind of inkling what I want to match it up with another make, but I'm not going to give that away. You can find it out on the grid when I do it. Anywho, we're on to Saturday already, just like that. I know, the week just flown by. So Saturday I was meeting up for a sewing day, and I was like, what am I going to wear? What have they not seen in flesh? Because we've not really seen everyone. I think we might have had a wee group catch up. When was it? In January. There was a few of us that could meet, so we met, and that was lovely. But Saturday was lovely because I saw more like of the intimate Sew Scottish group for a wee sewing day. So we brought our machines, we set up, we sewed stuff. Some made a full garment, some finished, some had a wee finishing. Liz was prolific, and I think she was on the second one, just doing the adjustments to the shoulder, but yeah, she had 2 tops out. I did this, but I had to unpick the neckband because I put the neckband on one of the shoulders. I don't know, and I had sewed up side seam, one of the side seams, thinking, so I had to unpick it. Oh, it was a mess, but I got it sewn up just in time. So yes, but anyway, I wore the Kew dress with a t-shirt, a white t-shirt, and I was like, this has got a totally different vibe, but I'm liking this. I mean, the Kew dress as itself looks really nice and sophisticated if I was going to like a summer barbecue or summer party, something like that. But having a t-shirt just brings it down to a chilled look, but still ready. You know what I mean? Ready for anything. So really enjoyed that. Yeah. Originally bought that white t-shirt for the Saltwater slip, but I'm so glad that I can pair it with other makes. So it's, yeah, I think it was just a wee cheap t-shirt from Tesco. Yes, but I think the neck has gone a wee bit weird, so I might look into getting some cotton jersey, light cotton t-shirt jersey, just to make a couple, because yeah, I think that's going to be quite a good addition to my wardrobe, my handmade wardrobe. So there we go, another week done. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like what you see, please give me a little thumbs up. It really helps spread the channel. And yes, before I go, you're new here, aren't you? Some of you. You just subscribed, so thank you so much. We're on 1090, just over 90 now. Yes, so welcome. Thank you so much for joining the wee community over here. If you've got any ideas for future vlog posts or videos, yes, just pop them in below. Yeah, and if you haven't subscribed, please do come and join us. Come and join us. Yeah, we're fine. So I think I've got maybe an extra video this week, as well as something that's going to be released with two partners in crime for this collab. So this is really exciting. Yeah, so I hope you're all happy sewing. If not, it will come. It will come when you're ready. Yeah, it'll hit you. Just a bit like love, it'll hit you when you don't realise. Anyway, right, I'm going to leave you, love you, or love you and leave you, and we'll speak very soon during the week. Take care. Bye.
Say you want me, 방법은 너무나 간단해.